engines roaring, feel the beat, Ryan and John can't be beat, on the Fastlane, so sleek, gotta ever hit the street, ooh yeah, Fastlane, all night, feel the speed, feel the light, join the ride, hold on tight.
Everybody, Happy New Year. It's 2025 and the Fast Lane is back, brought to you by all the people that you know and you love. Breitling Watches, eBet to Villy. Now they've got, the most incredible deal happening in place now. They're now available, soon to be available. I can't tell you about
I was going to say, not yet. Handbrake.
Not yet, handbrake, but there's big news coming with eBet and Sanlam Private Wealth. Huge thanks to the team out there. We're going to be doing some amazing things in this year. How was Festive?
Sure, it was flat out, I think there's just so much happening and exciting. I mean, it's nice to spend some time in the Western Cape. I know you got away and you did some stuff up the West Coast and it's just a lovely time to be in Cape Town. The one thing, Ryan, that I have a problem with though is all the Joe Burgers and the Durbanites all spending time in my neighborhood.
It's the biggest burger in Cape Town is the Joe Burger. It's the burger everywhere. But listen, the good news is that slowly but surely they're migrating back north.
Yes.
The slow migration at the end of Festive means
the Range Rover migration.
That the GPs are on their way. The N1s are packed with convoys of cars going north.
Adios.
It was amazing how many people I actually met over this holiday period that bring their cars down to Cape Town. They've got very nice cars.
Become a big thing to trailer the cars down. Toys, quad bikes, jet skis,
amazing.
Boats. Yeah, it's actually very cool. I mean, I wouldn't think of any other place to come and spend your festive season. I mean, Clifton, Camps Bay was absolutely chock-a-blockers.
No.
And you know what was quite interesting is have you noticed Cape Town, Sea Point, Green Point is becoming like the rest of the world where you spot the cool cars. And I must say, there was some seriously unique and custom cars spotted in Green Sea Point
Absolutely.
area,
We had a great time, in actual fact, in Sea Point to Adrian Lazarus, the owner of Boca. We had many a festive evening at Boca.
Bongo.
Look, at snippets of what could be a beautiful evening out at Boca there. And then, and then we started the year with a bang. We literally have had an incredible past couple of weeks. Just last night, we spent some time with Pete Goff-Wood, incredible chef.
Jeez.
Nobody can cook meat like Pete Goff-Wood. And if you want to see what kind of meat we had last night at a very special friend's house, have a look at this. So the Fast Lane is back, brand new episode. We're in the kitchen with Pete Goff-Wood. Now, Pete knows his way around the kitchen. When it comes to steaks, there's no one in South Africa, John, that does it better than Pete Goff-Wood. If you look at the name and you see the history of the man, there's not a meat on earth that he hasn't prepared. And when it comes to South African meat, well, the very best of the best is prepared by this man over here. Pete, the last time we chatted, I think it's the same kind of setup. We were in a kitchen somewhere preparing a phenomenal meal. But how's life treating you? How have you been?
So far, so good. It's been a good summer. I can't complain. Yeah, the year's off to a great start. Got some great meat for the fire, so long may it continue.
Absolutely. 2025 is going to be a good year for everybody. You're so busy. Like I said, when it comes to selecting meats, what are you looking for when it comes to finding the best of the best in terms of meat?
Well, we were looking for something a little bit different, a different kind of experience. So we're going to start off with a little bit of wildebeest, bit of loin. And then kind of for our second course, we're going to go with a little bit of, this is a picanha, the rump cap. We're going to serve that with a Fiorentina, nice marbled sirloin and rump, fillet. And then we're going to have our kind of main course, as it were, as these bad boys here, which is a lovely bit of Wagyu, prime rib Wagyu. So I think we're in for a bit of a meat feast.
John, I can't wait to try this out. I'm actually drooling just looking at this. It's going to be awesome.
Let me tell you, we're in for a right treat. Season 1 of the Fast Lane's back, and Pete Goff-Wood's in the kitchen cooking up a storm.
Oh, yes, indeed.
Ryan, you know what's amazing? You know how hard it must be? And I mean, I'm not like any braai master, but I can braai. Yeah. To braai such huge pieces of meat and get it to cook the way it does through, and then not to have any sauce, no sauce needed. I mean, it almost felt like an insult if you even went for like the pepper sauce or anything, because it was so tasty just on its own. It was really, what a treat.
Nice. Now, we're not talking Formula One because there's nothing really happening in the off season. They're having a good festive. It's coming soon. By the way, good news. We will be at the massive event in London at the O2 in February when they launch. It's called F175. It's the first time that in the history that they're doing an event like this. Completely sold out within 5 minutes of tickets going on sale. I managed to secure the Fastlane, some VIP tickets. We will be at F175 in a couple of weeks' time. So can't wait for that in London. It's going to be a very festive time in London because I'm hoping to squeeze in a Liverpool game on the weekend as well. So it's going to be amazing. Anyway, you and I have been behind the wheels of some incredible cars over the festive as well. One which we've not got to drive for the length of time that we've had now.
Yeah.
We've had a different variant of this version, but this one, the 740i, from our friends at Tiger Valley BMW Tiger Valley. They've got Mini there as well. But to Nick and Chris and the incredible team out there, we've managed to drive the 740 first. So let's have a quick look at the BMW 740.
Okay, a little walk through here, John. Show everyone how the door opens.
By a push of a button.
What kind of witchery is this?
Look at that.
How do you close it?
So there's a button here. Quite simple. You just push the button and there we go. Same for the back.
Witchery!
Look at this. And then come have a look inside here, Ryan. Look at the space in this thing. Oh, it's almost got like a Samsung phone or iPhone built into the sides here. But you know what the best part is? This little cushion they've got. Look at this. Eh? It's like first class flying BMW.
You had this car before me. What kind of action has this back seat seen?
We don't tell everything on the show, Ryan.
Just want to check. I'm going to shine my fluorescent light in there later, John.
Then obviously you got the big screen, which a lot of people have seen. This screen drops down. That's very cool. But plenty of space.
Right, check these wheels. I like these wheels. These are the standard BMW M wheels for a 740i.
Yeah.
Really dig it. Plenty of space. There's a 740i badging.
Yeah. And remember that eye is going to disappear, which I'm still sad about, that they're going to be taking the eye away from BMW. Whoa, what do we got in the back
Bag of
here?
compost, body parts.
Yeah. Oh, we've got some wing mirrors. Obviously, someone was
Coat hanger. Hang on.
hanging out with the BMW
That's
740.
how I'm feeling today.
That's two of us.
Hanging. And then obviously,
yeah, nice little bits of chrome, which is also quite nice. Suits the car. Obviously,
what color is this? It's like a grey.
Yeah, but have you seen in the sun? It changes color. Obviously, now we've got a bit of cloud cover. But when the sun comes out, it's got this like pearlescent sort of look inside the grey, which is really nice. And then the front, I mean, obviously quite a different looking front.
Got the Bugs Bunny teeth.
I mean, look at that. There's headlights. Obviously the autonomous driving. This is that camera
that is a plastic.
used.
Is it plastic? That give it a tap. What's it? Plastic.
Yeah, it looks like it's plastic. Remember, we're not allowed legally to use autonomous driving in South Africa, but this would be the system that picks up everything and reads the road and stuff like that. So
love it.
Yeah, it grows on you.
Nice.
Yeah, what a car.
Proper.
Yeah.
No, listen, one, you don't want to get out in a hurry. You kind of find yourself parking wherever you are and just relaxing.
Absolutely.
And, you know.
From that to the new CLE 200 that comes in a standard as one of the color configurations, matte black, which looks so sexy with those wheels. And for a
stealthy
entry-level CLE, it literally comes with all the bells and whistles.
And it's, for its size, it's a two-door. Yeah. It's very sexy. They do it very well. Yeah.
Well done, Mercedes-Benz. Looking forward to doing some cool things with Justin and the team at Mercedes-Benz as well.
See, I've dressed appropriately for a Mercedes-Benz coupe. Shorts, t-shirt, pluckies. This is how I'm going into 2025, the way I left 2024. John, but look at this. When we talk about the wrap, can feel it. It's got a nice feel to about it. You can just see it's been sprayed on. It's not in actual fact been applied on as a wrap. These are the standard, obviously, wheels now that Mercedes has on the CLE. You can opt for a couple of different options on them. But again, let's look inside here. I mean, this is a place I love. I love my Mercs, Have a look inside this space. This is what you've come to expect from Mercedes-Benz. It's got the full layout, all the bells and whistles in there. Now, would I opted with the white leather? I don't think so. I've got two kids. I'm a messy guy. I like to eat pies in the car. I've stopped actually eating pies in the car. But when I did eat pies in the car, the white seats aren't good when you eat pies in the car. Great big doors. Look at the back of this car. This is where I think the CLE really looks the best from the back. I mean, just have a look at this backside. How sexy is that? I mean, there's always been something about a Mercedes-Benz's bum, but look at the bum on this. This is like, wow. If I was another car, I'd be like, what's your number, honey? Obviously, Plenty of room in this boot. Who doesn't like a car with lots of boot space, huh? Beautiful. Nice, obviously fake. No, it's not fake chrome. Listen here. I don't know, it just looks good. Mercedes-Benz CLE 200, a lot of car, a lot of bang for buck.
From a motorsport side, Dakar Rally. I mean, Ryan, think about this, right? Driving from here to Joburg, okay, in a normal car. Tiring, yeah, long,
Yeah.
concentration levels, we stop off and stuff like that. These guys were racing through the desert flat out for almost 1,000 Ks. It's incredible. And the pace, like I said to you before, the WRC guys have brought the speed to the Dakar. Whereas, the Dakar all the years was an adventure.
Yes.
It was, you drive until you fall asleep, you sleep in the thing and you get going again. Now the guys are absolutely on the limit. We see Carlos Sainz, former winner, he's out. A big little rollover, damaged the cage. And just as much as of yesterday, Sebastian Loeb also now out. Same thing, hit a dip, rolled the car. He's in that Dacia. So, but South African Henk Laterkan is leading. And, I've been telling you off air, we've been chatting to him, and yes, what a drive. And I think if he can he sort of managed to find that reliability, pace at every combination, not to go too fast, not too slow. Because I think I just feel that Carlos Sainz and Loeb were pushing too much.
Yeah.
I think the cars just weren't going to survive. And I see the former multiple champion, Nasser Al-Attiyah, he lost time yesterday. So it's all to play for. It's going to be very exciting. But loads of South Africans doing well. It's awesome.
When does it end?
I think it's still a few days. I think they're only halfway. It's normally about 2 weeks. So still a lot of racing to go. They got the marathon stage, stage 5, which is also, again, a big stage. But it seems to be quite a rough event. If you look at the cars at the finish, you can't actually tell what they are. Body parts flying off,
everywhere. Yeah.
Massive amounts of punches. And then in the South Africans, in the quad, in the bikes, the two wheels, Bradley Cox, Alfie Cox's son.
Yes.
He's doing really well, kind of learning the ropes because he's moved up to the top class. So nice to see him up there and competing. And then there's too many guys to go through the list.
Sure.
But
A lot of South Africans,
it's
massive
incredible,
SAFA presence.
Yeah, because
at
remember the
Dakar.
cars, you got is it the T1 Revo truck that's built by South Africans, Terence Marsh and his team. And then you've got the Hilux Bucky, which, again, proves it's a tough Bucky, to compete in the Dakar.
Well, listen, this time next week we'll have more from Dakar because there's still, as you said, a week to go. I want to talk about something as we wrap up this week's and the start of the New Year's Fastlane with an interesting conversation that we were having at a dinner last night. And at the dinner, we were fortunate enough to spend some time, we have been, with Eddie Jordan, Ralf Schumacher, a couple of people that are involved in Formula One and the Formula One family.
Yeah.
And a lot of conversation around the South African Formula One.
Yeah.
And a lot of meetings behind closed doors as to what the next steps are. Are we going to see proposals being handed to the FIA this year to propose South Africa as a formal, kind of a bid for a Formula One? Here's the big underlying question. Will this cost South Africa a lot of money? And will we as South Africans have to pay a lot of money for this? And the answer at this stage is yes.
Yeah.
Is it worth it for us as South Africans when we look at what we need to happen, even from a sporting perspective in the country?
Yeah.
Is it worth the mega $billion investment it's going to be to bring it here?
Yeah.
Will we see the return immediately on that money? There's a lot of questions, and I'm asking them because I don't know them. So I'm asking you. You're a taxpayer. If you're in South Africa, if you're watching this in South Africa, you're paying your taxes. It's going to cost you money. It's going to cost us money. Can that money be put elsewhere? And I don't want to be a naysayer. I think we should do this, right? And Eddie Jordan made a good point last night. He said we should do this, and he was speaking as a South African because he spends a lot of time here, although he's not South African. He said, with somebody else's money. And I love that.
Yeah.
And I'm going to leave you that as a thought for you to ponder, because if we can make it happen with somebody else's money, wouldn't that be a win, right?
Definitely.
And if we can get a big investor from who knows where, from Asia, from America, from Europe, who knows?
Yeah.
But wouldn't it be nice to host this in South Africa for once with somebody else's money, huh? Somebody else's money.
I saw
Let's
something
think
that
about
came out this morning, which is I doubt will happen. I mean, someone said to me, Cape Town, Formula One. I'm like, no, it's just too much to set up.
Yeah.
But talking about a lot of money, Ken Block, he's passing now. It's been 2 years. His Huni truck is up for sale, that F-150.
Yeah.
It's going to Barrett Jackson, which is the famous auction. But Do you think, and I wonder, is it going up for auction because the family is a little bit like low on money, or I wonder why? You know, like it must be hard for the family to sell off those items being so.
Well, who's going to drive them?
Famous.
Right?
I mean, I don't think. Look, either someone that's super wealthy that wants to buy it and drive it, but I mean, most people I think that would buy it would put it in a museum or something like that. I would be surprised to see them actually driving it.
I must be honest and say that some crazy person that buys it, please drive it. Please drive it. Ken would have wanted you to drive it.
Or buy it and I'll drive it.
Yeah, and John will drive it for you.
No problem.
We'll be back with a brand new season. It's season 2. It is 2025. Wishing you and your family all the very best as we take you on a motoring journey throughout the course of 2025. Proudly brought to you by Sunland Private Wealth, Breitling Watches, and Villy and Johnny from eBet and OneBet. We'll be back next week. Take care.
Engines roaring, feel the beat, Ryan and John can't be beat, can't be beat.